So all of you and myself, we are currently in the midst of a event. I don't know if you guys actually are playing STO or not, but I'm just gonna make the video about the prize that we are going to get at the end of this event. So if you go over here, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the channel supporters out there that are supporting the channel financially, and if you are willing to do so yourself, there is a link in the video description. Go to events, and we are currently doing the no-win scenario, so you can do in space the Kobayashi Maru or the Arena of Sombank. You only need to go to round 7, I believe, on both of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do know that it is round 7 in ground. I don't know about space because I really haven't done space, to be honest. But this is the reward that we are going to get: the Universal Kit Module Temporal Hack. Now this is going to hold plus electrical damage over time, fragile, disable shields. Try saying that a couple of times in a row. So with my personal, or at least my particular build, it's doing 17.1 electrical damage every 1 second per 5 seconds, and it's going to hold for 5 seconds as well. Shields of life for the next 8 seconds with a 29.7 recharge. That is interesting. So this is going to be the reward that we're going to get if we complete all of these endeavors right here, the daily endeavors, 14 days in a row. So I've spoken about this particular reward in length on the live streams. I just don't think a entire event should give us just one of these tokens, especially not, you know, a universal kit module. But that's just, you know, something that I really, you know, that's basically my train of thought up here. We're definitely doing like 14 days. So there is a lot of time that we are investing in this, and we're just going to get a kit module. That's just lacking in the reward. But anyway, hopefully this thing is going to be overpowered and awesome and one hit all of the enemies in the same map that you are going to die. And let us test this thing out on Tribble. Now I don't have my character up here because all of at least I used all of the legacy tokens, and I really don't want to, you know, spend 1,580 Zen on this thing. So I'm going to copy another character of mine onto the Tribble testing server, and I'm going to use the legacy tokens because that character has legacy tokens, and we're going to do some testings. Wow, this guy's floating in the air. What the hell? Wow, that's some Klingon. Anyway, I'll be right back. As I previously stated, another character on the Tribble testing server. This is just for testing purposes only. This guy has enough of these legacy tokens right here that I'm going to do the entire buyout. Now, it's not going to cost me anything because it is on the Tribble testing server anyway. So let us claim. There it is. Also a little bit of deal and the normal featured TFO reward, the spec points that we normally get. These things. But we're interested in this kit module. I'm obviously going to equip it. What shall I remove? The dot stuff. Now I am going to go. Where shall I go? Shall I go to, yeah, let me just go to a Kobali Prime. That's usually where I test out stuff and see how this kit module is going to perform. So let me do that and I'll be right back again. All right, now we are at Kobali Prime, and how is she holding that gun? That gun was like totally weird. It's like through her body. Anyway, we're not here to discuss how she holds weapons. I am going to make... Why is my character running slowly? Dude, run faster. There we go. We are here to see what this thing is going to do. And it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Now, this character might die. I don't believe he has skills. No, he has a couple of skills. But we are here just to see how this thing is going to perform. Now on the different characters, you guys can see that on Saguda I had like 11.7 or something like that. but totally different numbers. So this depends on what kind of build you're having. If you're having, you know, some good points in your build, or you have different attributes like the endeavors, your bridge officers, your duty officers, a couple of assignments that are going to give you buffs. All of them matter to, you know, to all of these statistics. So keep that in mind, that you guys might have, like, you know, different numbers over there, but there is something to be said about those numbers. It's not going to be, you know, that much of a change. Here we go, activating this thing in 3, 2, 1, click. Okay, so these guys are hold. All of the shielding of them are gone. So if you place a bowl and another thing, they might actually die. Hopefully, no. What about if I put an Elachi up there? Oh, too late. Okay, let me respawn. These guys are going to be here. Don't want them with me. And I'm going to go over here in the beginning. In the middle. Oh, snap. This thing is on cooldown still. Okay, no, it's not on cooldown. There we go. I'm going to jump over this ledge. And I'm going to freeze them in time. Wait, that thing didn't work. Because I was in the air, I thought it was like a bubble. Oh my god, it's like point blank shot. Oh crap! I need help. I need this thing is like floating in the air. What the hell is that? Okay, that was interesting. I thought it was like, you know, a circumference thing, or at least a spherical thing, but it's not. It's like a, okay, these guys are dead. There are a couple of enemies right here. Here we go. Moving. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, click. Okay, so all of them are frozen. I can basically kill this guy with my phaser. And their shield are gone. This guy as well. Okay, so it definitely is a shield stripping capability that's going to kick them out. You go, my pet. You go and kill these guys. Okay, so it is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and there is no bug on, you know, finally something that doesn't have a bug in SEO. Or at least on the Tribble server. I don't know about the holodeck server, but on the... Somebody save it, man. On the Tribble server, it doesn't... It works as advertised. Okay, moving on to the next group of enemies. Oh, there we go. We got a couple of... These guys don't even have shields. Do you guys have shields? You guys don't have shields either? What the hell, dude? Stay in time. Frozen. And then I'm gonna die. Obviously. I kind of need to bring out my my weapons. And I'm gonna put them on auto fire, so they're going to fire. I'm gonna take my bridge officers with me because I died like 3 times already. And these are going to, you know, take aggro, hopefully, from me getting killed. And this time I'm going to use my weapons as well, even though the majority of these guys don't have shields. They're just like hold in time. Okay, so pew. Okay, these guys are dead. Okay, that guy has shields. No. Okay, faster. No, and stay. There we go. I can actually... Okay, so whenever you're hitting the guy, they basically are... Yeah, they have the option to move around again. Okay, so all of those don't have shields. This is why you never give your bridge officers like a party horn. Stupid bridge officers. That's the guy that I want. That's the guy that I want to stay. Oh, he did throw a grenade at me. Okay, so these other guys are like... oh my god, I'm just dying like so quickly because this guy is not equipped. Can I bother one of my bridge officers to assist me? No? Okay, both of them. Okay, this guy's not. I'm struggling, people. I am definitely struggling here. But that has to do with me, not this kit module. Okay. Can we resuscitate these guys? Well, I mean, my personal thoughts on this thing after using it like a couple of times is good for holding your enemy in place, but then 5 seconds is not. Could you just die over there? Thank you. Oh snap, I aggroed a lot of enemies. But that's actually a good thing, so I can hold them in place. There we go. And I can kill this guy. Okay, so you kind of need to be worried about the 5-second duration. I'm really not fond of the 5-second duration that you're going to hold your enemy. That's not a good thing. If it was higher, it was going to be better, like 8 seconds or 10 seconds. Then you can basically take your time killing the enemy. That was definitely interesting. But then 5 seconds maybe is going to be good if I don't have like a kind of like a gravity well or something like that on this particular build. So that's not going to be, I'm not going to be able to show you guys that. But it is, or it might be interesting if you equipped Paradox Bomb with this thing. So you put up at your enemy, you know, something like gravity well in space, like a Tycho's Rift. No, like gravity well, and then groups up all of your enemies in one place and then hit this thing. But then again, it's 5 seconds. 5 seconds, I don't know if that's going to be enough. And this is what I mean by we're doing like 14 days run on this thing, and it's just for 5 freaking seconds. But I do love that it's disabling the shields of the enemies. Anybody has shields? No. Then you're not worth my time. Anybody there has shields? No. You guys know. No. Okay, this guy does. But why am I? Okay. And here we go. And then freeze. But he then throw a grenade at me. Oh my god. Kill the guy. There we go. Mind you, I'm just using, you know, my normal weapon bursts, you know, primary, secondary. I'm not using any other skills and abilities. What are these guys doing here? Okay. Hey, man. What you're up to? Can you stay in the... Oh. Ow! How dare you hit me? Okay. So my thoughts, you guys heard me say about what I think that this particular, you know, Universal Kit module is all about. I think it's going to be good because it is a free stuff. Free stuff is, like I always say, is definitely good. Nothing to complain about that. My only complaint is the small amount of electrical damage and also the hold for 5 seconds. That's not going to be good, or at least, you know, it's not. The time is just, you know, it's just too low. If it was something like 8 or 10 seconds to hold, then you can basically kill the enemy, wherever is going to be in that vicinity. So, like, you know, if you combine these things with what's that thing called again? The agony field generator or something like that. So you go to a place, you hit this thing, you freeze basically everybody in the vicinity. You take your time with the agony field projector or generator, and then, you know, everything dies. So that might be a good combination. Also, the cooldown is also high. Let me go to the cooldown right here. So it does state 30 seconds to recharge. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't know about this though. I don't see this thing being like overpowered, because it kind of need to be in the vicinity of your enemy, and especially now we're basically killing off the enemy from, you know, for 15 meters. So this is only going to be effective in, you know, 5 meter, you know, spherical damage, or at least spherical from your you know, from your character. So that's not going to be good enough for me personally to actually use this thing. I don't know why they actually use this. This might be good for melee characters that are actually doing melee, because you physically need to be around the enemy. So that might work. But for all of the other ones, especially if you're using, like, you know, distance in your favor, this is going to be a bad thing. But if you're using melee, so you're really close up with the enemy, that might be, you know, this universal module might be good for you. Called Temporal Hack. Temporal Hack stops the time of nearby foes within a moderate radius. Seriously? No, 7.6 meters is not, you know, moderate radius. Receiver damage, breaks the hold, and dot fragile. Not so keen about the damage over time, as they say right here, the damage over time, DOT. But I do like the hold. I only wish it was a little bit, you know, more, like 7 seconds, because you basically kill one enemy and then you have the chance to kill the other guy and then, you know, maybe the third guy. But like I said, if you're using like energy based weapons, you basically are not going to be close up quarters with the with your enemy. But if you're using like melee weapons, like, you know, your bat'leth or sword or whatever, then yeah, then this might be interesting to use. That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys found it a little bit of informative, because this is something that we're going to get. This is what we're doing all of these 14 days grinding for. Love to see you guys on the next video. Later.